It's time for you to co-create the artistic career, life, soul expression of your dreams in the most effortless, eloquent, pleasure-filled, abundant, joyous way you can even fathom. Yes, this is possible for you. It's made for you, and you have everything inside of you to become, embody, express this expansion and evolution of your creative consciousness. So this video is connected to one of my last videos that is still getting a huge outpouring of response that's literally leaving me speechless. It's blowing me away. I'm in awe, I'm in gratitude, it's this beautiful space of understanding, wow, I always knew that the collective of creatives across the planet feel the same way as I do, but there was no way to bridge that gap. And the beauty of the internet and YouTube is that we get to co-create that electronic ensemble. We get to saturate and nourish in and simmer in this vibration of possibility, of abundance, of this energy of expansion for our own personal lives and evolution and dreams, but also to contribute to the collective. So if you haven't watched that video yet, I'll link it below because I do suggest it. Welcome to the new artistic paradigm, baby. We are spearheading the revolution together, individually, collectively. And this, I believe, this energy will heal the planet, will heal any pain, any contraction, any hurt or heartache, because creative energy is innately positive. It's innately giving. It's innately generous. And we're here to embody the characteristics of the universe, of the creator, of love. Ultimately, every choice comes down to love or to fear. So let us also love the parts of us that are still in fear, that are still in disbelief, that are in doubt or anxiety or wondering how it's all going to come together. The beauty is those ripples of contraction are actually the gateway to our greatest expansion yet. And it's also your greatest comeback story. So I want to share 5 key codes, key steps you can take to absorb this momentum and integrate it into your daily artistic life, your consciousness, the aligned actions that you take. Because I got a lot of questions asking, okay, great, I feel this, I want to do this, but how? What's my next step? What do I do? How do I be? How do I create this? So many hows. So I've distilled these 5 keys, codes, steps. They're not exhaustive. They're not comprehensive. This is one video. I can't go into all the dynamic dimensions of how deep one can go, but I hope this is a starting point, a launch pad, and I invite you to get cozy, get comfortable. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe. We would love to have you as part of the ensemble. We're building this coalition of creative magic together, and it's amazing. And I want you to know too that this is more of a general look. This is from my own personal experience. This is how I also work with my clients. And because we're all coming from different paths, different circumstances, different challenges, different lineages, different desires, take what resonates and leave the rest. And if you're looking for more personalized, curated one-on-one support, I have an array of tapping options to connect with me one-on-one. I also have a mentorship call. It's Magic Gift Mentorship. That's more creative coaching, guidance, building that blueprint of where you can take your next level to. So let us arrive in the space. Let's take a deep belly breath in together, release with an audible sigh. Just calling your energy, attention, awareness, and focus right here, right now. Your attention, your focus, where you place your energy is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. So place it here with me right now. This is me and you. This is you for your soul gifts, for your dreams, for you embodying the greatest, brightest, most magnetic, abundant, virtuosic version of you yet. And ironically, it's ultimately just coming back to the truth of who we are. It's in our innate essence. It's not so much becoming something, but it's deconditioning all the things that say you can't, you won't, it's impossible, blah, 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 all that good stuff. So I invite you also to grab a journal as well, in case you want to take a few notes, and come back to this video as many times as you need it. It's yours, from my art heart to your art heart. So much love. So the first step, key code, I would say to get started with is, what do you want? What do you want? And this may feel like a silly question. This may feel like, well, I know what I want, but do you know what you want? Because a lot of the time when I ask my clients, and even myself, for a long time, I could not admit the full scale, the full caliber, the full grandiosity of my vision to me. It was so big. It was so grand. It was so beautiful. Like I couldn't even hold, like I knew it deep down. It's always this duality, this contrast. I've known it since I was a child. And I'm sure you do too. I knew this deep inside my bones, inside my cells, inside my soul, inside my intuition. I knew the impact I'm here to make, the art I'm here to generate, and how it can, support and bless and uplift all of humanity while also blessing and uplifting my life in the process. I've known this, and then part of me felt like, how is this going to happen? How is this possible? I don't have the resources. I don't have the connection. Okay, that's for the next step. Let's leave that for the next step, the next few steps. But first, distilling what you want. This is huge. This is our GPS system. If we don't have an outcome to move toward, then we're just rummaging in the dark. So I invite you, whether you have clarity in this or not, to make a practice out of uncovering this, unlocking this, unearthing this for yourself, because this is so huge. Tuning into what you desire on a soul level, not what your mama wants, not what society wants, not what people say is possible, not what you think is going to make you a lot of money or give you the lifestyle you want. What do you want on a soul level? It's there for a fucking reason. It's there because it already exists. It's there because the creator's already, it's created it for you. You wouldn't have the desire otherwise. It exists in the quantum field. Infinite potentials exist, and all we need to do is align our vessel to hold that caliber of light. To tune into that possibility every day and align our mind, body, nervous system, limbic system, belief system to that frequency where then it just magnetizes to us, right? Easier said than done sometimes. But again, this is a skill, this is a habit that we build. So if you don't know what you want, I invite you to, number one, get out of your head. It does not, as I say all the time, and we learned at the Russian acting school I studied at in Uzbekistan, art is not of the intellect. The mind, and neither is your co-creative manifestation powers. We get to use our analytical factors to help, observe and distill certain patterns and uncover certain things. But in terms of our, and set that intention into the field, but in terms of our intellect, the logical mind is of the physical dimension. The logical mind will keep you small, it'll keep you limited, it'll keep you, it's the realm of the opponent. In Kabbalah we say the realm of the opponent. Even before filming this video, I had a lot of resistance, and I was like, I see you, opponent, I see you. Right? That could be also called our inner critic. I also have a free tap on that I'll link below as well, because that's a great practice to get out of that critical thinking space and back into your heart and power space. And it can help you come home to what you actually want. And even in Kabbalah, the opponent is still a positive force disguised as a negative force to help us unlock our next level and expand our vessel to hold the light. Whew. So get out of the mind, get into the body. Move, dance, go for a walk, do some breath work, do some tapping with me on this channel or another amazing YouTube practitioner. Dance, take an acting class, pose the question to the universe, reveal to me what I am here to make manifest on a soul level. Demand, insist, require. What steps do I need to take? What is here burgeoning inside my soul, ready to be revealed? Universe, show me the way. Show me the signs, show me the synchronicities, make it so obvious that I can only see the truth. So that's number one. What do you want? What do you want? What do you want, baby? Because it wants you. Number two. Okay, this is something I've learned after years of trial and error. Oh la la. And I'm putting it at number two for a reason, because it sets the foundation. So, when you've discovered, uncovered, unlocked what you want, what is the identity of the version, iteration of you that already has this thing, this outcome, this desire made manifest? Identity is everything. The way you see yourself, your self-concept, the way you value yourself, how you feel worthy, enough, respect yourself, love yourself. Notice how in every tapping video we come home to, I love and accept myself. At every iteration of our evolution, this is key. This is key. Because the identity is the found freaking dation. Aligning your belief system, your emotional patterns, your thought forms, your nervous system, your limbic brain to the level, caliber of that version of you. This has been truly the game for me personally. In Kabbalah, I'm learning about soul corrections and tikkun, and what we came to the earth plane as a soul to heal on a soul level, right? And a lot of my tikkun has been around not fully feeling deserving, fear of abandonment, need for approval outside of myself, feeling just unworthy, and of my deepest, greatest desires. And I always love to say this, that our desires are like this beautiful opportunity the universe has given us to mold into our brightest version yet. So just as a sculptor chisels the clay or chisels the stone, molds the clay, so we are being molded into the greatest expression of us yet. And we get to do it through love, through passion, through pleasure, through play. So when we already build the identity of that version of us, everything gets to move much more fluidly, much more aligned, much more effortlessly, because you're literally on a new destiny timeline. You've chosen a different timeline of, I'm already this. This is already my life. This is how I take action. This is how I move through challenges. This is how I speak to myself. This is the kind of money I generate with ease. These are the kinds of collaborations and opportunities that flow to me. So that hopefully should be the primary focus. And you might be asking, well, how do I change, transform, transmute, alchemize my current identity into my desired realm of identity? And it's a beautiful, I love the idea of becoming, but it's equally more just deconditioning the parts of you that say otherwise, because we came into this world, most of us, hopefully, as babies, knowing we're the star of the room, that we are worthy, that we are enough, that we are valued, that we are wanted, that we are loved and approved of. But somewhere along the way, either from our caregivers, either from certain traumas or generational patterns, that got all muffled about. And with artists, it's even more of there's even more weight on us because we've inherited the collective consciousness. Oh, the struggling artist. Oh, the suffering artist. So please know that when you're breaking through these blocks, these limitations, these contractions, that you're actually liberating the collective as well. Yes, you are that powerful. So the fastest, most powerful, most accelerated way I've ever found to alter these internal programs, these belief systems, the limbic brain, the nervous system, is through tapping. Dream Awake EFT tapping. It has catalyzed my journey from decades into a matter of months and years, which is why I feel so compelled to share it with you, which is why I have already so many videos on this channel, and I aim to create more. And I celebrate the artists who are ready to do that internal one-on-one work, because it is brave, bold, magnificent work. You're literally quantum healing, quantum shifting, quantum jumping, and that's why I love sharing it. So we have identity. Number 3, and this goes without saying, but I really want to emphasize this because it's a lifelong process, is master your craft. Master your craft. Be a master and student of your craft, right? As an actress, at the Russian theater school I studied at in Uzbekistan, my 3 years of study and then performance was just the beginning. It was a required and vital foundation, but it's just the beginning. It is just the beginning. They say it takes 30 years to become an actor because you need that life experience. And it's not just about continuing to go to acting classes, learning camera, doing movement classes, vocal classes, which again, because the Russian method is so holistic, we had that, it's a conservatory, right? I was in school 6 hours a day, 6 days a week, 12 hours a day. And that discipline is required, but it's also like a desire. Like, I want to learn, I want to grow, I want to become better. I want to get in situations that make me feel uncomfortable so I can make something I've never done before. Like, that's the ecstasy of the process, right? So, and this goes beyond just your specific medium, right? I was always encouraged to be reading the classics, to be going to museums, to study music, to learn sociology, to do this deep spiritual healing work, to take a dance class, to go on hikes, to travel the world, because you're here to reveal the deepest, most beautiful qualities of the human soul, of the human spirit, of the human condition. And you can't do that if you're not having a full, robust life on your own. So, whatever medium you are in, painting, graphic design, music, writing, acting, dancing, choreography, composing, whatever it is, master your craft and expand your capacity to learn about other crafts as well. Because cross-pollination is just so generative of so much more magic. Number 4, this is one of my favorites. I'm gonna take a sip of water. It's all ready. Woo! Bravo to you for sticking through this. It's worth it and will shift your timeline. Okay, number 4, spend as much time in the unseen as the seen. What do I mean by this? Relying solely on your senses of this physical world to dictate what is possible for you will keep you exactly where you are. So, the current version of you is ultimately just a habituated series of thoughts, of emotions, of beliefs that have gone on for such a certain amount of time that it's become so concrete in your system. It's become habitualized. It's become subconscious. So we go into now the creative subconscious to examine those patterns and programs and conditions and say, is this really serving me? Is this empowering me? Is this supportive of my truth, or is this just my program? And when we begin to focus our energy, intention, emotion, awareness, heart on the unseen, in the quantum, on our desired chosen timeline, we begin to rewire our mind, body, nervous system to embody that truth now. And this is a practice. It's a daily practice, one that I've been doing every day for close to 3 years. And I've manifested magic, and I'm still in process of generating more manifestations. And it's a skill. So the more time you spend, the better you get, the more you come into coherence of your mind, body, and nervous system, the electrical signature of your thoughts, the magnetic power of your heart, tuning your body into those elevated emotions of the outcome you're seeking to make manifest. Remember, you don't want the role or the award or the money or the lifestyle to have that. You want the feeling. You want the feeling of it. So we have to teach ourselves to tap into those feelings before the experience comes in a physical way. That's how we manifest through the quantum. So if you're to tune into your desire right now, whatever it is you want, I want you to hone in onto the top 2 or 3 elevated emotions of having this said thing. Maybe a top emotion is joy, or abundance, or gratitude, or connection, or love, or infinite possibility. And I want you to invite that sensation into your being right now. Maybe you want to breathe with it. Maybe you want to tap on the center of your chest and just feel how that gets to saturate in your nervous system, inviting that sensation into every cell, into every muscle, into every fiber, gland, and bone. That joy, that abundance, that ease, that gratitude. This is how we're rewiring right now, somatically. It's very important to go through the body. We think that it's just the thoughts, and we can never think greater than how we feel. The first order of business is always attuning our energy and our emotions. Wow, ooh, even there's some movement there. Yes, pay attention to this. That's why tapping is so powerful, because it's psychosomatic. We're going deep into the subconscious. We're going through the nervous system. We're going through the somatic body and moving through the thoughts and beliefs that are challenging us or limiting us or restricting us or making us feel like victims to our circumstances, blah, 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 and we get to love and accept that anyways. So this is a practice. So something I do throughout the day is just drop into my heart. Drop into my heart. I put my hands on my heart, and I drop into the feelings of already having that thing now. Sometimes visuals come up for me. Sometimes it's just this radiance of energy emanating from my heart. And I drop into it now a lot faster, a lot more easily, because I've built that foundation. Dropping into the coherence of my mind, body, nervous system has now become a skill for me. And I get to just expand it from here, because when we come into coherence, when we come into alignment and homeostasis, when our energy field is open and ready to receive, that's when the ideas come in. That's when the aligned next step comes in. That's when the opportunity comes in. That's when the money comes in. When we're open and ready for it. Remember, it's not our job to make something happen. It's our job to make it welcome. So when we begin to habitualize these feelings, just like we've trained ourselves to feel lack, limitation, fear, scarcity, doubt, so we too can recondition ourselves to feel joy, abundance, love, ease, flow on a daily basis. You have the power, just like I have the power. And that is ultimately what leads us to step 5. Is your only task is to overcome the old version of you. So instead of holding this like, how am I going to make this whole big dream happen? It becomes distilled into the daily overcoming of the old self, so you can step into the desired chosen timeline of the new self or future self. I hesitate to say that because it's all happening now in the quantum. Time, space, and motion are just products of our physical dimension, but there's so much more beyond our senses. Even science speaks about this. So when we become masters of our emotions, of our thoughts, and therefore belief systems, because all of this external reality is just really a reflection of our belief systems, but the beliefs don't just live in the mind, they live in the body, they live in the limbic brain, they live in the nervous system. This is why tapping is so powerful, because we get to bring all parts of self to healing all at once. It becomes almost like a game, almost like an experiment. Every challenge becomes more of just like, oh, am I going to move through this, react to this as my old self or my new self? My future self, my future artist, whatever you want to do, whatever you want to call it. I even encourage you to give a name to that identity, right? If you look at Kobe Bryant, if you look at Beyonce, we have the Black Mamba, we have Sasha Fierce, and I've even developed my own name for my identity, where this version of me, she's fearless in the fact that she just speaks her truth. She just speaks her truth. She just knows she's worthy. She's just open and ready to receive. The confidence is overflowing. The magnetism is there. The joy in co-creation and receivership is there. Oh, it's exciting. It's very exciting. And I hope that this is exciting for you. I hope this is churning some new potentials and possibilities and momentum inside your being. And then when we become more habituated in these patterns of feeling joy, of feeling compassion, of feeling forgiveness, of showing up to current challenges, like maybe a side job you have right now, or your current state of your finances, or a relationship challenge, or something in your career is just not quite working. When we arrive in that, in our future self, our higher artist, our brightest artist, we are literally shifting the mechanics of our timeline. We're moving up to another destiny. So it's that powerful, and you are that powerful. And just know that when you begin to dance more and more in the unknown, you're literally stepping into the realm of miracles, because everything that is known right now is just a byproduct of the past. When you are ready, when you are wired to create new experiences, it will be in the unknown. And I also want to say, and that's a beautiful thing, right? The unknown is the mystical. The unknown is the synchronicity. The unknown is the manifestation. It's not your job to know how it's going to happen. It's your job to open up and receive. And mind you, that has been a massive journey for me, healing a lot of wounded feminine. A lot of us are healing that. Distorted masculine, wounded feminine. These aren't gender specific. These are universal energies. But I also want to say that as you begin these practices, get ready to be uncomfortable. Get ready to be uncomfortable. Just like anytime you step on stage, or you press play on a social media live, or you reach out to an editor to share your manuscript, you're doing something new. Your body, your nervous system, your brain subconscious is gonna wanna protect you. That's their only goal, is to keep you safe. So when we know this, when we know we're going to be uncomfortable, and that it's actually indicative to our growth versus something like, oh, I don't want to feel, we get to transmute and alchemize that. And again, come back to tapping. Even though I'm feeling really uncomfortable, I love and accept myself. It's possible I can do this. It's possible this is made for me. It's possible this is my greatest comeback story yet. Let's fucking go. So I hope this serves you. I hope this doesn't just inspire you, but it gets to saturate and drop into your daily experience of life, of your daily artistic expression, of your growth and evolution, right? Because we're on the physical plane, we do have to take aligned action in this dimension. But it's not the hustle, it's not the grind, it's not the burnout. It's more, oh, I just had this idea to call this person. Or maybe I should take a left here and go to that coffee shop. Oh, I need to actually go out for a walk right now instead of stare at Instagram, or whatever it is, right? We're always being guided. We're always being supported. And just knowing that possibility even gets to open the gateways. So I would love to hear what resonates with you, what's connected with you, what's opened up inside of you, what is making you excited to take the next step, or if you're confused or want to ask a question, or something doesn't quite click, let's meet in the comments, let's discuss. Be sure to share this with a friend. Give this video a thumbs up if it resonates. This is how we build the collective. And this is very exciting. So because January has been so insane, with the LA fires, I really feel like I'm just coming back into my body now, and my body's like, rest, especially as emotional manifestor in human design. I need rest as much as I drop into those sprints and rest. I'm still learning this. I'm still deconditioning my nervous system from a lifetime of hustle culture, productivity defining my worth, and just not being able to rest. Yeah. But we're in this together, baby. I'm on the path with you. And I think that's what touches you so deep inside, and what resonates with you is that I'm not just, you feel the energy behind it. I'm in the trenches. I'm in the practice as an artist, as a spiritual seeker, as a creative being on the planet. I'm in it with you. And that's why it's touching you in such a different way. And that's so beautiful. So let's simmer in that. Let's generate from that. Let's co-create from that and share our discoveries and breakthroughs and support each other. Yes. Which brings me to one of the most amazing masterclasses I've ever facilitated. We did it just at the beginning of the year, artistically aligned. Drop the grind, get artistically aligned. This is truly one of the most powerful EFT sessions I've ever facilitated. It was quantum shifts, truly. And I want the replay to be available for you, because this is around a lot of times when people drop their New Year's resolutions, when they've fallen back to old addictive patterns. And remember, certain limiting emotions can even be addictive for us. If we're used to feeling fear, scarcity, and anxiety all the time, when you try to begin to feel joy, gratitude, and love, you're gonna have discomfort. You're gonna want, your body's gonna wanna bring you back into those more dense emotions. So we have to train them to, it's actually safer for me to feel love, gratitude, abundance, whatever it is. So this replay, I'm so excited to share it with you, because it's ultimately here to align your conscious program, so the conscious desire, with your subconscious goal, so they move on to the same team. So there's no self-sabotage, so there's no pushback, so there's no resistance. It's about a 90-minute tap. The value of it is hundreds of dollars. The ticket investment was $111, but right now, because of the LA fires, because of just everything on the planet, I have 2 price point investments right now. So if you've been affected by the LA fires, if you're feeling really in a tight spot financially, you have an option to invest in this masterclass for $44. And if you're in a space where you have the capacity to invest financially, then you have the opportunity to do so for $88. So I'm really trusting your integrity on this, and trusting that you making the investment in yourself, in a woman-owned business, in another artist, in your own self-expression, just aligns with what feels best to you in your soul right now. I'm so excited to share it with you. There are journaling questions for integration, which are so critical. It's just so important. But the extra bonus of this masterclass is something that found me, that I essentially channeled, and it's to help you with number 2 step of this video, which is generate that self-concept, that identity of you at your highest artistic expression yet. And I curated and created these subliminals for you to listen to on repeat. They're about half an hour. I provide the PDF of all the affirmations. It's with this beautiful melodic music. You can listen to it while you're meditating. You can listen to it while you're stretching. You can listen to it while you're writing, or whatever you're doing. Walk down the street and listen to it. I've been listening to it nonstop since I made it, and I feel so good every time I do. So this is a beautiful bonus to add. Play in the background, play in your life, play every day, and elevate your subconscious program to your conscious goal so your dream can be made manifest the easy way, baby. I'm so happy to have you here. If you've made it to the end of this video, bravo to you. Let's meet in the comments. Be sure to subscribe if you're new here, and share with a creative bestie who needs the love today. Take care, gorgeous superstar. I will see you in the next video. Mwah.